Hey, this is Dave Gleason, head coach at Athletic Revolution in Pembroke, Massachusetts. We are about to have a spring sport speed and agility clinic right here at Athletic Revolution on January 9th. That's a Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. for any young athlete 14 years old and up for any spring sport. I'm really excited to do this clinic. It's a lot of fun, and it really gives young athletes a good foundation and a base to build on in terms of what it takes to have that game-changing that game-changing speed. I should just leave it at that. That game-changing agility and quickness, that ability to stop on a dime and go the other way. We all know what that means in any athletic endeavor. What you'll find here, beyond the X's and O's of teaching the kids what it takes to have better linear speed or angular speed, or change of direction, acceleration, deceleration, the ability to slow down before they change direction, not only efficiently, but more importantly, safely, is the coaching style here at Athletic Revolution, which I've talked about a little bit before in some of my other video posts. We understand here that every athlete is at a different point, especially a young developing athlete. Whether it's a 6-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 14-year-old, a 10-year-old, what have you, they're at different stages. From certainly 14 and up, which will be, the age group for this particular speed camp, there can be a lot of difference between ability level alone from a 14-year-old, a young 14-year-old, and more of a mature 18-year-old. With that, we also look at the fact that we may have some highly skilled kids that are also highly motivated. In the same class, we might have some highly skilled young athletes that have low motivation. And what about the kids that aren't as highly skilled, or what we would consider lower skill or low skill and high motivation, or low skill, low motivation? We realize that each one of these kids needs to be approached in a little bit different manner. So our coaching style here envelops all of those different types of scenarios so that we can get the most out of each child as they're in here, so they get the most benefit out of being here. That's vitally important to us. I said the word fun earlier. We also try to make this as fun as possible. Athletics, sport, being physical, it's supposed to be fun. Whether the child, again, is 6 or 18 years old, if it's not fun, I don't really see much use in doing it. That's just my personal view on it. I hope that you agree with me. I know there's parents out there that don't. It should be fun, though. So again, we have a different type of coaching style here. We certainly break down the X's and O's of speed development. I feel a lot differently than a lot of other places will in this area. We really look at speed, agility, quickness as teachable skills. So we're going to break down those skills to their most basic levels and then layer upon them, and we progress as much as the group dictates. If a group is stuck on one specific level of skill, then that's where we have to stay. It does not mean we just throw out cones and ladders and all these fun different toys for the kids to run through, which looks real neat and looks fancy, but may not be getting the job done. For instance, I said the word deceleration earlier. If these kids don't know how to decelerate or slow down and stop before they attempt to change direction and go the other way, one, they're not going to be able to do it effectively or efficiently, and two, and in my opinion, more importantly, they could get very, very injured, especially where there are a lot of field sports today being played on turf. So they're going to have some pretty sure footing, but if their bodies are not lined up right, if the technique is not spot on, they could be in for a world of hurt, and I certainly don't want that. Think of it this way. The best way to improve performance for any young athlete, or any athlete that's in college or beyond for that matter, is to stay on the field, to stay healthy. So that's kind of number one with us. 2 is fun, and 3 is they're going to learn some skills, and they're going to develop some techniques that can stay with them a lifetime here at Athletic Revolution. So I hope that gives you kind of a broad look at what we were going to do here for this speed camp for spring sports, so whether it's baseball, lacrosse, you name it, any spring sport, sprinting, field and track and field, you name it, bring them in. We only have 30 spots. This is a pretty exclusive speed camp. We're doing this our first time around. We'll do another one after it's successful, but get your name on that list to make sure that you're secured your spot. I'll talk to you real soon, I hope. This is Dave Gleason from Athletic Revolution in Pembroke, Massachusetts.